All right, first workout of the morning, just pulled up here. Planning on getting some skill work in, so individual stuff, and playing one-on-one later today. So when I play one-on-one later in the day, my morning workout tries to replicate things I want to work on in that afternoon one-on-one. Kind of a way to practice and prepare and then go implement it. I still want to work on a lot of my offhand work. There's some dribble moves I want to work on, some hesitation stuff. So in my skill work today, I'll probably do a lot of hezzy work, some offhand work, and kind of coupling the stuff together. So can I do like a hesitation into an offhand? And so you might see me do some drills that involve that stuff. So instead of talking to you about it, I'm gonna go do it. All right, see y'all. Here's a little warm-up series I did in the gym today. All you need is a wall and yourself. I've been having some heel pain. I think I bruised my heel. I remember distinctly going up for a jump or some sort of athletic movement and kind of, well, heel striking on the ground and it bothering me. And ever since then, it kind of ebbs and flows. I wonder if when I play, if I'm kind of like re-bruising it or something. It doesn't hurt when I push off. I don't think it's plantar fasciitis. But nonetheless, I'm going to treat it with some caution because, you know, better be smart than not. So here's a little warm-up series I did. Did some step throughs, did some forward calf raises, doing these isometrics, kind of trying to load that front foot, get that ankle, knee, and hip working together. Now I'm leaning on the wall, yes, but I'm not trying to use the wall. So sometimes when I warm up, I kind of just mess with stuff, like different positions. Like right here, I'm doing this bent over lunge hold. I'm intentionally rounding my back, trying to go into some hip flexion, putting my center of mass over my feet. It's a different kind of loading on the foot, ankle, and hip. It actually felt pretty nice as a warm-up. So don't be afraid to try new stuff out, especially in the warm-up. It's a good opportunity to just try and make your body feel ready to go and trying new things in a low-intensity environment to help you feel better. Sounds like a good recipe to me. So here's one I want to show you that I actually liked a lot. These are some weird lunge, lateral stomp steps. I'm not even sure what to call them. But basically, you're using the wall and you're driving into the wall with that outside leg. You're kind of stomping around forward. You might cover a little bit of ground here. But your goal is to drive laterally into the wall. And it works your hips and knees in kind of a unique way. I enjoyed it a lot. It probably looked really weird from the outside observer, but I found it useful nonetheless. So as promised, on the court, working on some of that hand fighting stuff or arm shielding. You see how I'm dribbling and I'm keeping that opposite arm up. You don't always have to swipe the hand, because sometimes the hand isn't there to be swiped. Instead, you might just keep an active arm bar up, so in case they do swipe, you have your hand ready to bat the opposing defender's hand away. So arm up, then swipe. This is stuff that I just haven't practiced really before. I don't want to say my life. I probably used to do it at some point in time. But, you know, it's been 10 years since I played, and you lose some good habits and you make some new bad habits. And that's why I film my workouts, and so I can watch this stuff and see, oh, I want to work on this, I want to work on that, and then add that to the actual training. Then I use the chair as a defender once again. My shot was bothering me a little bit today. It can drift sometimes left to right in terms of my shooting pocket. I guess right to left. My shooting pocket's more off my right shoulder. It can sometimes drift a little bit over my head. So working on some shooting off the move, working on a pickup, quick rapid gather off a different variety of moves is a nice way for me to challenge my shooting ability without, having an actual defender guard me. Because sometimes you can go out there and you want to work on your form or your shot, and you just do it so lazily that it doesn't really help you at all. Then here's a little shooting drill you can do. It's an around the world drill. You can't miss 2 shots in a row. I actually missed the last position 2 shots in a row. Kind of annoying. Oh well. But you go corner, straight cut, corner, straight cut. So I did first the right corner, and then I pop out. The left corner, straight cut, catch, shoot. And you're going to do this from, I think it's total of 1, 2, 3, 4 spots. Well, I'll let the video play and you'll find out. Pop, straight cut, catch, quick fire, shot, make it. Good job. And then other side, so kind of like an around the world. But this is a kind of movement pattern that's pretty tough for people to shoot off of. It's the get out behind the ball, then get back in front of the ball to get under the ball to shoot it.
A lot of people make the mistake and they kind of just drift behind the basketball, which is no bueno. It's a good way to rely heavily on just being able to use your upper body strength to get the ball there versus getting your legs underneath you. Then I sped this whole thing up so you guys don't have to sit through me walking to get a basketball and a rebound. Make it a little bit quicker. So we do then a drift corner and then a lift corner. So from the corner you drift, well, from the wing you drift down the corner, then from the corner you lift up off the wing, and then we do 2 sprint screens, so like you're setting a sprint screen or pick and pop kind of deal. Then you get out of it into a shot. I made everything like I should have except the last spot right here. You'll see me miss 2 in a row. And so we were close, but we didn't succeed. And then every day I try to get about 20 total jumps in. It can be dunks, it could be explosive box jumps. But the reality is, look, you miss dunks sometimes. See, missing dunks. Not everyone makes every dunk ever. I wanted to show that because it's important to see that it's the attempt to dunk that matters. It's not actually the dunk itself. The attempt to try and be explosive. Adding in some more conditioning. This time I just did some diagonal runs up and down the court. There's a total of 5 rounds or 4 rounds of this I did at the end of the workout. It wasn't too exhausting. Just want to get my heart rate up and back down. Get used to striding it out. Again, it's a nice, simple way to keep yourself in just a little bit better playing shape, getting used to getting up and down the court.
Just finished the conditioning. Beautiful empty court. Went sideways because these courts are just a tad bit smaller. Today's workout, if I can remember, I just ran a whole bunch. I did a lot of shooting. My shot was bothering me a little bit. Didn't feel right at first. Figured it out, thankfully. Sometimes it drifts to the middle. I gotta keep it to the side. Just a technique form thing. I worked on some ball handling stuff, some off the move stuff. Using my offhand like I talked about in the car before. Then some spot shooting, some jumping, 26 total dunk attempts. You don't need to make them all, just need to try and jump high, not high velocity entry, so like a short approach. And then my conditioning and all, it's like a 90-minute workout. And I'll come back later today for another hour and a half to 2 hours. Totally depends, we play one-on-one. That's a lot more intense. So I do a lot of my, what I consider my change of direction stuff, because you're playing a ton of defense there. And short range acceleration. So here I just really want to get shots up, but specific types of shots. I find that sometimes volume shooting is a good thing. It's also a bad thing too, because you can develop bad habits just shooting things on repeat versus actually doing competitive shooting. So when my shot feels good, I want to make it more intense. And certain times it feels out of a line, I'll do some volume stuff to make it feel more refined. It's a give and take. I don't know the exact science behind it. Maybe it's more of an art. So I'm gonna go eat some food, lift, and get ready to go work out again.
Okay. Whew. Picking this up midway through. These are above parallel 10 squats. So not parallel, just above. I yawn randomly. We actually have these in my athlete training team online program. You guys want to check it out, you can. Really trying, I like the bands on this, by the way. It just helps, well, I like the tension. I think the added tension's nice. But it also keeps the bar path very stable. Hard to explain unless you use them. I'm not using them from overspeed, I will after. Right now, just heavy, so just like 1 to 2 to 3, probably 2 reps, 2 to 3 reps. Good tension, good drive. I did 1 set already. Aim for 3 sets. Nice. Oh. Whew. Good job. Whew. Maximal strength training can help you get stronger, but it's not the goal to be maximally strong. Like if I want to get just the strongest squat possible, you do a lot of other stuff than just this. But if you want to use the squat to get stronger, and use it to evoke
some of the benefits of heavy lifting, like motor unit recruitment and maximal drive and all that fun stuff. This can be really useful. So I have, what do I have on here? Basically 375 plus bands, and these bands are kind of heavy. Probably 450 pounds, I guess would be. That's pretty good. Try to do another set here. You do that comfortably. 2 to 3 reps. I'm not taking much of a break right now just because I don't want to. We'll get into it. Here you go. Come on. Hands for support. One. Hands for support, minimal assistance. Oh yeah, fun times. Okay, now we do the speed work. The speed work. The speed guy. The speedster. Way less weight. Now we're using the bands to pull us down fast. Back up fast. This might be too much weight. We'll see how it goes. Start off kind of easy and go from there. We might just do straight up no weight. Why? Because I hate the jostling of the weight. Plus I just want speed. And the bands are actually, they're pretty heavy. They're a good amount of tension at the bottom still. So I'll kind of be defeating the purpose. Too much weight makes things slow. If I want to go fast, go fast. Fast down is the goal here. Fast down, back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whew. Those probably look weird to watch. We want to go down quick, up quick. We're not trying to go all the way down the squat. I like to think about a comfortable range of motion that kind of replicates that in which I would jump. So that quick bend. Fast, fast, fast. I find I can't even speak. I find I don't need a huge, huge break between these. I can go pretty quick. 60 seconds, 40 seconds, probably more like 60. But the camera's on, so I'll probably take a shorter break because I don't want you guys waiting around. Here we go. Not easy. It's not easy. It's weirdly difficult. Whew. Fast, 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 fast. Be fast. If you're going one slow, you're not fast. Fast down, fast up. Fast down, fast up. Mainly fast down, quick reversal. That goal, the goal is the reversal strength. Quick. This is the end of the day, man. Cool. That kind of stinks. Tough work. So you can see the band tension on there is pretty good. Watch, ready? Good amount of band tension. Whew. Move on to our next exercise. This is like a rhythm lunge kind of thing. So basically, I'll be in a split stance and I'll be quick. Bottom position here, right here. Just got one. That quick knee bend, quick dip and reverse one. Woo! Sneaky! Oh! Just working on that reversal point. Oh, why is that so difficult? Talk about this a lot. Reversal, point-specific reversal strength. Ooh, what does that mean? Just working on that critical joint angle where you reverse your downward momentum back up. It's like in a change of direction, step back or something like that. This position right here, boom. Being able to drive out of it and be strong through it. You might say, hey, your chest isn't upright, Max. You're kind of forward. That's on purpose. Right, kind of that forward lean. Some hip flexion puts a stretch on that back glute. That front glute. Correct my mistake mid-rep. Whoa! Why did I do those without much rest? Ugh, that's not easy. Yuck. Oh. Either considered really stupid or really cool. I call these twitchy calf raises. So just like here, and we're gonna find a little twitch. 1, shaking like shivers. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There. You're shivering, you're nervous, you're anxious. Just that really quick twitch. I want to find a way to do this in my squat too. I think it'd be kind of cool. Okay, we're doing it. We're going for the weird twitchy squats. I was messing around. This is probably the best setup I can think of. I've used these before, but I normally use them for just overspeed squats, throwing me down low, but now we're gonna have a lot of tension on up top. We're just gonna kind of be this mid position here. Just kind of on our balls of our feet. Fast. I don't know, it feels cool afterwards. Like you feel like super quick. See how my knees feel tomorrow. Because sometimes like that stuff when you jolt cause a lot of aches and pains. We'll find out the hard way. Well, you saw it here. Twitchy squats. I'll take you over here though. I'm gonna try and do some of these really quick. I did my jumping earlier today, but I didn't get a ton of jumps in. So you guys can see my jumpy machine. This guy's pretty cool if I can fix the camera. That's probably as good as the camera's gonna be. Yeah, right there. Why not? I'll show you a couple reps. I got force plates on them right now. Probably should move the force plates. We'll see. I won't hit my light on the head. Hit my head on the light. My light on the head. That doesn't make any sense. So here. Okay, that's a little too heavy. I just use the bands to pull me back down. 1, fast. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll do one more set of 10. It's air resistance, so I don't go flying through the roof. So I can explode up, I can jump in my basement, but I don't fall from as high if I were to jump normally. So it's less wear and tear on your knees, right? I haven't done these in a while. I haven't done these since I came back from the TBT. Mainly because I was doing a lot of jump training on the court. And I built my capacity up on the court to jump on there. Now, I get my jumps from the court, I feel fine. You can add these back in. Another set of like 10 here. 1, 2, I need to be fast on that. 3, that's a good one. 4,